Rodrigo Duterte came into the presidential campaign with guns blazing. The tough-talking leader even threatened to sail to the disputed islands in the South China Sea and plant the Philippine flag in areas it claimed as its own. However, soon after taking office, as the 16th president of the Philippines in 2016, Mr. Duterte did an about-turn. Instead of living up to his pledge to stake Philippines' claim over territories in the South China Sea, he decided to set aside the International Court's decision and embraced China. By doing so, he hoped to secure financial and military aid from the Asian superpower.
We can continue to be friends with China as long as China should respect also the Philippine sovereign rights or even our maritime rights or our territorial integrity.
Some 124 nautical miles off Zambales, Luzon Island, and 5 hours north of the capital of Manila, lies the disputed Scarborough Shoal, known to locals as the Panatag Shoal. It is a traditional fishing area for local fishermen and well within the Philippines' 200 nautical mile exclusive economic zone. But today, the entire area has come under China's de facto control following a tense 2-month standoff between the Philippines and Chinese naval forces back in 2012. Both forces from the Philippines and China then promised to withdraw from the area in an agreement brokered by the United States until a deal could be reached over its ownership. The Philippines withdrew its forces from the shoal. China, however, didn't. Since 2012, China has maintained a constant Coast Guard presence in the area, effectively militarizing it. Filipino fishermen here have been facing a lot of difficulties trying to gain access to their traditional fishing grounds. They claim that even until today, Chinese Coast Guard personnel continue to take the catch of the fishermen who pass by the shoal.
Yung dati, yung hiningian ng isda, ayaw mamigay, kaya kinuha na lang yung isda. Kaya nagalit yung may-ari ng isda. Yung sa amin, umakyat dito, mayroon namang kapalit, prutas, sigarilyo, mga pagkain. Okay lang naman sa amin na sa kanila. Pag sila kasi nagro-ronda, pinalabas kami. Oo, pag wala na sila, babalik din kami uli. Ang lambat. Pag sa namin, kami mga isda doon kasi doon. Kami lahat, bawat bangka, tinitignan nila ang pinipintsura nila.
Fisherman Rene Antepuesto and his brother Mick have been fishing in the area for years. They say incidents such as this are common at the Scarborough Shoal, while Filipino fishermen have now been allowed by the Chinese to enter the lagoon following pressures from the Philippine government. They can only do so by using smaller boats.
Pakiusap namin na yung bangkang malaki, sana nasa loob at hindi palabasin ng mga bantay ron. Delikado po kasi pag maliliit na bangka lang. Hindi natin alam yung panahon, pabago-bago. May malalaking alon, malakas na hangin. Siyempre pag napasukan yung bangka mo ng alon, ng tubig, di malulunod ka pag nasa labas. Pag sa loob ka kasi, pwede ka pang pumunta sa mababaw.
Until today, both Rene and Mick can't understand why the Chinese are still in control of Scarborough Shoal when the International Court has already ruled that China has no right to the area.
Parang sila yung may-ari ng kalbo, ng bahura. Dapat sa atin yan dahil tayong nanalo na sa kaso. Diba? Problema inaangking nila parang sila yung may-ari. Mahirap yung ganun.
We have not really exercised the rights that we have gotten with our legal victory since 2016. It would have been best if after our victory in 2016, we went and reached out not only to China but to all our neighbors.
Philippine president has so far downplayed the maritime dispute and promised not to go to war with China over the disputed territory. But the survey by independent pollster Social Weather Stations in June this year showed that the majority, or 81% of Filipinos, are unhappy over their government's inaction against China's activities in the South China Sea. Has the Philippines' new China policy been beneficial for the country?
when we ask people which countries do they trust, United States, Australia, Japan they trust, whereas China they distrust. And that is an environment that hasn't changed despite the president's actions. So it is one of those things that I think the administration would do well to take into account.